Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Hacker Stacker channel. I recently had a conversation with an acquaintance about winning the lottery. I was basically asked what I would do if I won the big jackpot. I replied, that's impossible because I don't buy lottery tickets. But that got me thinking about what most people would do if they did come in to a huge sum of money. If someone won, say, $1 million in the lottery, what would they likely do with it? Build a new house? Buy new vehicles? Pay for their kids' college tuition? Or maybe take that dream 6-week vacation to see Big Ben, the Eiffel Tower, the Great Pyramids? I mean, now that they can easily afford it, right? And you are probably one of those who would actually do those things. I'm sure some of you are. So let me ask you this. If you actually woke up tomorrow with $1 million more in your bank than you had yesterday, does that affect the economy of the country as a whole? I'm not referring to your financial status. I'm asking about the entire country. Does your having $1 million in the bank affect how much others pay for a gallon of gas or a loaf of bread? Does it mean an increase in their insurance premiums? Does anyone see their cell phone bills go up because of your bank balance, even if it's just a few cents? Of course not. True, your personal situation changes. And if you spend some of that money on a new house, new cars, or that extended trip, local trades that are involved in the home building industry, nearby car dealerships, and maybe a few airlines and motel chains might get a very thin slice of that $1 million pie. But an entire nation's economy overall will not be affected. And here's why. Where did that $1 million come from? It didn't just magically appear out of thin air. Assuming each ticket costs $1, that ticket was purchased with $1 that was already in circulation. People from all over plunked down a sawbuck or two for a chance of a dream rather than spending it on something else. Another way to look at it is, when you or I buy silver or gold, does that transaction affect the nation's economy? Not a bit. Because just like the person buying a lottery ticket, the money you and I buy silver and gold with is already in circulation. It existed before that sale of the lottery ticket, that silver bullion, or anything else you and I buy with our fiat currency. Folks, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, so be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell to get notifications on new content. It's only with your support this channel can continue to grow. Now let's flip this thought experiment on its head. Suppose everyone woke up tomorrow morning with an additional $1 million in their bank accounts. What are most people going to do with all those funds? How many are going to start building a new house, buy those new cars, take those dream vacations? What do you think is going to happen to the prices of those things when not hundreds, not thousands, but millions of people suddenly start clamoring for the limited supply of houses, cars, and vacation packages? Given it's not possible for the home building, auto manufacturing, and hospitality industries to immediately accommodate this massive and sudden increase in demand, the prices will naturally go up. Owners of empty lots, construction contractors, and their suppliers will increase the prices they command. Bigger numbers will be put on the windshields of the new cars in the sales lots. Airlines, hotels, car rentals will cost more, and restaurants will print new menus with higher prices. All because they simply cannot keep pace with the sudden increase in demand. And why? It's all because everybody is suddenly and miraculously a millionaire. Money just, poof, appeared, and people started to spend it. So what's the difference between that mysterious money that suddenly appears and the currency the U.S. Treasury cranks out? Truthfully, not a lot. Now, since our dollar is no longer backed by silver or gold, there's nothing to keep the Feds from simply printing more money to keep up with inflation. In fact, printing money actually causes inflation. In fact, the more money that's in circulation, the more money or the less money each bill is worth, it becomes devalued. And everything costs more. That is inflation in a nutshell. And here we are, in the second month of a government shutdown, as politicians squabble over how to spend imaginary money that doesn't even exist yet. And once a budget is agreed on, government will reopen only to mortgage our future and, sadly, do it all over again next year. History is replete with governments engaging in this all too familiar act. Germany in the 1920s, Zimbabwe in 2007 and 2008, Yugoslavia and Peru in the 90s, Venezuela just a decade ago, and Greece and even Hungary in the 1940s after World War II. They all played the same playbook. A futile attempt to simply print their way out of inflation caused by just printing more currency. So it's not the cost of gold and silver going up, it's the value of fiat currency going down that's driving the current price increase. And in my humble opinion, the way things are going these days, I see no end to the government's desire to simply print more and more fiat currency to pay their continuing bills. And that is one of the reasons I stack. In the meantime, stack what you like what you stack, keep on stacking, and I'll see you in the next video.